A Pasadena man accused of stabbing his pregnant wife to death in 2019 has been sentenced to 2 life terms. Alex Guajardo pleaded guilty this morning to 2 counts of murder. He told family members of his wife, Caitlynne, who were there, quote, "I take full responsibility for this." At the time of the murder, Guajardo was out of jail on a personal recognizance bond for assaulting Caitlynne just a few days prior. That means he was released without paying any money. And for that reason, this very case became a flashpoint for bail reform. We're joined this afternoon by Andy Kahn with Houston CrimeStoppers, who was part of that fight. Andy, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Tell us about what was known initially as Caitlynne's Law and the intent of that bill.
Yeah, so Caitlynne's Law actually merged into what's called Senate Bill 6, which was eventually passed by State Senator Joan Huffman. The case involving Caitlynne, her mom, Melody Infinger, this was a catalyst for change. This was the first time we really found out about the abundance of defendants being given personal recognizance, PR, or better known as get out of jail free cards. And we started to take a deeper dive into this issue of defendants being charged with violent offenses who, for some reason, were being given PR bonds and let out of jail for free. That resulted in the passage of Senate Bill 6. The gist of Senate Bill 6 basically states that no one who is charged with a violent crime, for the majority of violent crimes, will ever get out on a PR bond. That has played a significant role in the reduction of homicides, according to the data that we've been able to produce at CrimeStoppers. So in a strange way, the death at Caitlynne has made things so much better for so many others because they're not going to meet the fate because they won't be getting out on a PR bond.
Andy, talk to me about more bail reform work. Is more needed to be done in our state, in your view?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you had the story yesterday of the individual charged with murdering his 8-week pregnant wife who's out on bail. And once again, all from our perspective, we think there should be a constitutional amendment to allow judges discretion. And that's a key word, discretion, not to grant bond to defendants charged with certain crimes like capital murder and murder. Right now, they can only keep someone charged on a no bond for capital murder, and that's if the state seeks a death penalty. I don't see any downside in simply allowing judges' discretion. The other bill that we're promoting is if a individual is on parole for a violent offense and they get charged with a new felony, they shouldn't be given a PR bond. That actually happened several times in Harris County. And as a result of someone on parole for a violent offense who was given a PR bond, they were later charged with murder. That's got to change as well.
We're certainly hoping that Caitlynne's family finds some much-needed closure following today's latest developments. Can you speak to us about, Andy, about how Caitlynne's family was involved in that initial fight for bail reform?
Oh, they're the one, Kate, you know, I got to know Caitlynne's mom, Melanie, very well and talked to her numerous times, met with her. And basically, she's the one that kind of opened Pandora's box into showing what was happening to individuals charged with violent offenses in Harris County. So we did numerous press conferences with her. She went up to Austin to testify. She had that bill named after her, which was eventually merged, most of the language in that bill, into Senate Bill 6. So she's played an instrumental role. So her legacy is going to last for eternity. And there are people that are walking the streets alive because of Caitlynne's Law, which is now Senate Bill 6.
Andy Kahn with Houston CrimeStoppers, thank you for helping us spread awareness about bail reform and for your insights this afternoon. We appreciate it.
We're going to need everybody's help this coming legislative session, so see you at the Capitol soon.
All right, Andy, thank you so much. We're back right after this.